Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Danny TV, back at it again with a new video. And I feel the urge to speak this morning about something, so I'm about to talk. By the way, I am driving, but my phone is on it's sitting up to where I'm not holding it. And I'm not getting distracted either, by the way. I'm paying attention to the roads. I don't want y'all to think otherwise. But yeah, I wanted to talk about something regarding like CPS, DCFS. See, I was just talking to my husband, like, I feel like in the near future or in the far future that they're gonna make it as to where any mother that has children in care it will be hard for you to get pregnant again. If you get pregnant again, you might have to report it, and they're gonna either make you terminate, give up for adoption, or go get fixed or get on birth control. I was telling him, like, I feel like, they'll try and make it like that as a law in the future, but being that CPS is all about coins, and they see these children as tokens, and they look at children as a means to like feed themselves and their family, they not gonna do that. They want you to have more kids so they can just keep snatching them away from you for no apparent reason, And their favorite thing to say is, oh, you have kids in care. Yeah, but you didn't even give me the opportunity to even show you that I can care for my child, my new addition, And so I just, that's what I was saying to him. But like I said, being that they all about the money, they not gonna do that. And if they do, I feel like that is even more, that's nothing but evil. And like I told my husband, these people that snatch children out of the homes of loving, caring parents for small little stuff, or just because of hearsay, or they try to make up some stuff and pin some stuff on the parents or whatever, and give them requirements just so that they can go home and feed their families. At the end of the day, they're gonna be the ones to suffer. At the end of the day, they have to answer to the Most High. They're going to be the ones that's going to feel the wrath behind this, snatching people kids out of their homes, and taking newborn babies away from their mothers once they're born, not even giving the parents an opportunity to have their child just because of their judgment or their assumptions, or them being prejudiced, or whatever the case is, towards just because they are being prejudiced towards parents. But see, this is another thing, right? I feel like once you have kids in care, right? Kids in the system, and you have beat the system almost by any means, and every requirement that they gave to you to do, you finished it, you done everything that they asked you to do. You got paperwork showing your certifications, your certificates, and all this, that, and the other. I don't feel like it should ever be a problem with not only you getting your children back, but you having another kid. If you have another kid, I feel like that's your business, and it shouldn't be nobody else's judgment that you're deciding to have another child or bring a new life into this world. See, that's what people go wrong at when they try to judge you for the amount of children that you have, especially if you a grown woman. My thing is, if you ain't got to take care of my kids and my responsibilities, keep your mouth closed. And I'm speaking from every angle, okay? You know, yeah, I'm talking about if you got kids in care. I'm talking about if you already got your kids with you. If I decide that I want to have 12 children, who business is that? Why should it be your concern? That's my thing. That's just what I want to do. I'm not saying I want to have 12 children. I'm just saying, for example, you know, people just be so quick to judge and always got something to say, you know, as if they finna pitch in and help, or as if they're the person that you got pregnant by. As if they laid down in the bed with you, as if they laid down in the bed with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is exactly why I don't tell people my business, period. You know, for instance, like, my family, my family didn't know about my last 2 children. Actually, my very last child that I had, because all they do is judge. And yeah, you don't have a right to judge, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no judgment coming from your mouth at all. You know? And I just feel like you know, if you're not about to pitch in and help me, you shouldn't even be opening up your mouth. Even if you is pitching in to help me on your own accord or whatever the case is, you still have no right to judge anybody for having children or for having the amount of children that they have. I'm seeing people out here judging 21-year-olds. She grown. I feel like if you grown, you can have you a kid, period. And it doesn't matter who got a job and who don't got a job. That's not your concern. Again, it be people that wouldn't even step in and try to, you know, fix the situation for the next person. Instead, they just on some, yeah, she out here just laying down having kids. Yep. But I'm speaking for good mothers, not horrible, bad mothers or bad parenting, nothing like that, you know, because there's people out here for real that really don't deserve to have kids at all, for real. And they just out here just popping out babies or whatever just for their own satisfaction of being able to get food stamps or whatever the case is. You know, I'm not, for right now, I'm not speaking about bad parents. Okay, I'm talking about the good parents. I'm talking about good women, good mothers, good fathers that has to deal with the wrath of the system and their children, you know, being taken away from them for no apparent reason. That's what I'm talking about. Who are you to judge me for deciding to have more children? Who are you to judge? Who are you to even open up your mouth? And then people be like always worried about if somebody, how much a person making, you know, if they working, blase, blase. That if you ain't finna help that person get a job or work somewhere where you working at and actually get their foot in the door, you shouldn't even be worried about how they're gonna provide for their children. At the end of the day, like I always tell people that don't believe in God always make a way. And I've been in situations in the past where I've had my children and I wasn't working at the time, you know, but guess what? He still made a way for me. And I'm not talking about I was out here drug dealing or popping my coochie for $1. I wasn't doing, you know, half the stuff that these people my age be doing, fraud and stuff. I wasn't doing that. But, you know, it was miracles that would happen for me all the time. And God always made a way for me to be able to take care of my children. And that was always my first priority. Your number one priority should always be your kids, but also, let me just take you back a little bit. Your number one priority should also be to take care of yourself too, and make sure you're mentally stable in the mind. Make sure you able to take care of your physical appearance and things like that. I'm not saying be selfish to your kids, because you don't have to. You don't got to be selfish. But, you know, I see a lot of depressed women out here. And you know what? Matter of fact, I see a lot of people that's going through a depression while their children are in their care. That's crazy. Now that, I feel, is selfish too. Not only selfishness from the parent, but it's selfish of the family to even know that, man, you know, for instance, my niece is out here depressed. She got the kids. You know, you talking about her though, but you sitting up in there with a 6-bedroom house, 3-bathroom, nobody living with you, and all you do is sit up and gossip about your niece all day instead of actually being able to help her. I feel like it should be times where, you know, families need to come back together nowadays. Real talk. The families definitely need to come back together, especially black families, because we are the ones that really got it bad out here. The dysfunctionalness is real with black families. Instead of talking about each other or talking down on your niece or your nephew or whatever the case is, or your own daughter, you should be willing to say, you know what, let me call and see how she doing. Let me call and see if she need any help. I feel like it should be times where, if you going through a depression and you got your children with you, you should be able to call your family up and say, hey auntie, hey mom, I just wanted to know, you told me to call you if I need anything. I just wanted to know if you could really help me right now. You know, I'm going through a lot and I don't want to drag my kids through this BS with me. So if you could just take them for a couple months for me, you know, it'll be a real big help. I'll make sure that I can pitch in and help you with food. If you need food in the house for them, I'll make sure I come see them every day. I just want to get myself together. You should be able to do that. At least have 1 or 2 family members that's willing to help. Like, dang, it seems like everybody just want to talk about people nowadays instead of really helping them. Now, y'all be sitting up here talking about, I'm talking about the negative people that's saying something on these comments with this video about the little boy being stuck in the door. Y'all really think I'm sitting up here riding around finding kids stuck inside the doors for clout? You know, first of all, if I really could have helped, like for real, I would have. People saying I should never pulled out my phone or whatever the case is. Well, look at today's society that we live in. Nothing but technology is out here. So it's like, nobody was intentionally saying, oh, let me record the family or record the kids in a terrible situation to, you know, embarrass people. That ain't how we coming though. That's not how we coming, and y'all thinking about stuff the wrong way. Think about life itself, real talk. How we live in 2023. Everybody recording stuff. And I'm not saying just because everybody doing it, I gotta do it. But come on now, I shouldn't even have to explain myself. Period.
I mean, like we was saying though, like your name, Danny TV, like your bio. I mean, you did that for your channel as far as showing everybody how your life is and things that you go through in your life. It wasn't to get, it's not to get a lot of views, it's just to show people, hey, this is Danny TV, this is her channel. It's one thing she experienced, saving that little boy out the door.
Exactly.
You know, another thing she experienced, this and that, whatever the case is. That was the only reason why that ended up becoming a video. You know what I'm saying? Just to show y'all how us, people from Chicago, how we live, how our life is, and just to give you an insight on life, on our life. Period. That's really it. That's it.
Like he just said, that's my name on YouTube that I'm living up to. I'm not like these evil satanic elites. You know what I'm saying? My name is Danny TV. TV stands for television, right? These satanic elites out here really doing predictive programming, like for instance The Simpsons. Okay, me personally, that's not what I'm on. I ain't on no predictive programming type of stuff. I'm on some really like telling the vision, you know, showing the world what my ambitions and my goals is, and you know, and showing the world a vision through me speaking. I'm speaking for the people that can't even really that can't speak. I don't know what they doing, but they just really stopped in the middle of the street. Now they back driving again. I don't know. But I'm speaking for those. I am a voice for those that is scared to speak up. I am envisioning the world as it should be, pretty much. Real talk. That's what I'm doing. That's what we doing on Danny TV. You know, see something, say something, and then speak on it for real. So I'm not just that's not what I intended on doing, to just walk outside and find kids stuck indoors or in the car or running outside around by themselves when their parents ain't around and just recording them. That ain't what I decided to do. But I do feel like the system itself should be exposed, and it should, as it should. And I'm seeing so many people out here, you know, with similar situations, whatever the case is. Just like man's, or worse, honestly. It's just ignorant people in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Like the person behind me. But that's all. Yeah, that's what I really want to say. This system that's snatching people, children away from them, and they think that they're doing good deeds by doing it. They are sick, for real. They sick in the head, especially when you taking kids out of great homes just because you heard somebody said something to you, you know, about the family, and you obviously see it's not true. But then you start thinking about that paycheck and how much money you would get once these kids enter the system. That is so evil, bro. That's so evil. And I've heard good situations, you know. You didn't even stop. I heard good situations where there are social workers that come in, they see a bad situation, they give warnings to the parents, and then they also let them know, hey, if I gotta come back here another time, I'm sorry, but we just gonna have to take the children here. You know, what do you need? Do you need some food? Do you need some a bassinet for the baby? Do you need a bed set? What do you need? Let us know. We trying to help you so you won't get your kids taken away. I've heard and seen situations like that myself, for real. So you can't tell me that it ain't social workers or people out here that's willing to really step in and help these parents, because it is. But it seems like it should be like the good outweigh the bad, but nowadays, and when you in that type of position, it's a lot of evil outweighing the good. And it's a lot of bad, evil social workers out here, from my experience, that's just walking in, snatching people kids out the house and keeping them in the system for years at a time until their kids become teenagers. But yeah, like, I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. I'm about to end this video. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, you know, especially if you had similar situations that you've dealt with, or if you can agree with what I'm saying, just make sure you comment, and continue to hit the notification bell for me. All right, y'all, we out.